Alright, we are back to another stream of Lies of P. Hello, hello. Last time we made it through Vanini Works, saved Vanini and his butler Pushella, defeated the King's Fire Fulco, and made our way to Moonlight Town, where we've discovered a new danger, some sort of zombie infestation. Everyone's favorite part of Pinocchio was the zombie infestation. I know mine was. Anyway, I just wanted to do that real quick. We're gonna head on up there. Excuse me, heavens. Favorite scene of Pinocchio was the scene where Pinocchio smells horseshit. I can't get over the fact that that was an actual scene. It's one of those things where I think to myself, maybe we should stop these live action remakes, and then Disney's like, what about a trailer for Lilo and Stitch? It's like, and then looking at it, I think to myself, what is the point? Don't answer that. I know what the point is money. Anyway. Really is funny how, like, the first 3 bosses we've dealt with so far, other than the occasional stalker human, which is, you know, robots, and then we just go up a hill, and then all of a sudden it's zombies. It's like, oh, okay. Throwing the wrench in things. Heh, heh, wrench. Get it? Laugh, damn it. Because it leads to probably one of my favorite, maybe not super favorite boss, but definitely one of my favorite designs. Didn't think I was gonna get that off. Basically, you said the live-action Hercules will be inspired by Oh. Please tell me that was like a meme page. Because I know there's, like, every so often I'll see a meme page of discussing films where, like, the I is just a lowercase L or whatever in the username. Say the same thing. I'm like, please tell me. Please say psych right now. I'd rather take everything looking like Vegas because it was charming and fun. And bless my soul, her was on the... this is the second day I'm going to get dinged with Disney copyright. I actually didn't yesterday, but I'm just saying, like, I keep setting myself up to get dinged. Anyway, when Saint Frangelico falls and breathes his last breath, the angels of God will look after him. Cool.
What is happening? What's their problem? Wait, their bodies are strangely altered. I don't know what's going on, but keep those eyes of yours open.
Actually, you know what? I think I discovered what my problem with Jiminy is. He's not reacting to the fact that I'm being bitten by zombies and stuff like that with a little bit more emphasis and concern. He's just like, whoa, watch out for that guy. It's like, thanks. Thanks, bud. Woman's prayer. God, I pray with all my heart. Please withdraw your wrath from Krot. Just as you enveloped Saint Frangelico with angel wings, please save us as well. If the judgment was unavoidable because of our corruption, please at least spare my child your wrath. This baby has done no wrong. Please let my Charlotte enter heaven. If there's anyone who finds this place, please pray for us and know that there was desperate sadness here. Yeah, so I think the wife did not make it, and I can only imagine Charlotte is also dead. Pray, you who are exhausted and injured. I think I might be able to. Okay, I don't have... There's like a praying emote you can do and get more humanity. Huh, interesting. I need to improve my stamina because I'm running slow. Hello.
Mercy, I beg you, don't kill me. I thought you were from the organization. Never mind. My name is Janjo. I'm an pharmacist. Yes, pharmacist. I'm looking for the legendary gold coin fruit. I was able to use medicine to slow the infection spread. I have the petrification disease, and I need a cure. Sorry, I ramble when I'm nervous. Read this. It'll explain things faster than I can.
Julame's Ballet. Julame, the king's knight, found the shining tree on the rocky mountain. The tree's fruit resembled gold coins, and this fruit is a miraculous blessing. For many people who have recovered from different diseases and who have been able to escape the plague, the elated knight built a castle and called himself the Holy Knight. But remember, sojourners, miracles always have a price, no matter how captivating they may be. There's a question about how you translate it as a musical. Audiences today have been trained by TikTok, right? What is their expectation of what the musical looks like and feels like? Joe Russo, producer of WIP, live action Hercules. Oh, the Russo brothers are doing it? Here's the thing, Joe. Well, there's no... It's a damn do, damn you don't. I personally would prefer if we don't keep rehashing live-action remakes of beloved animated movies, mind you. So, how about don't? That's a good start. Also, what is wrong with the original music in Hercules?
Many substances can be poisonous. The precise dose is what separates medicine from poison. The gold coin fruit might just be a myth. But in the midst of an epidemic, it might be our salvation. Can you let me know if you find it? I'll give you this by way of payment.
Cube.
The people of ancient Krot knew how to bottle a wish upon a star. They claimed special powers after distilling the wish into a cube made from a meteorite. I don't know how it works, but it's said to react to someone who has ergo and grant them power. If you can help me with the gold coin tree, I'll give you more of this. Seems there's a new threat every day, friend. and no safe place in the world. No place to just take a breath. I'm headed to the St. Frangelico Cathedral. Perhaps find some peace there. If you find the gold coin tree, please find me there. The people of ancient Krot knew how to bottle a wish upon a star. They claimed special powers after distilling the wish into a cube. Maybe you... The people, I don't know how it works, but you ever wish upon a star, Stalker? I hope this wish stone helps you with that.
You will rise up and look after the land of God. When the angel spreads its wings and embraces the saint, and the cold is forgotten. That's great. What do you guys do? I wish I could skip dialogue IRL. I want to be more experimental because of musicals being referenced and covered on TikTok. Yeah, that's cool. There's like, you know, TikTok has a pretty good ground for like, you know, interesting edits and stuff like that based off musicals. But how about making the musical, the music of the musical a bit more interesting than just trying to like do some sort of TikTok rendition of it? I will not care. Support indie animation. Abrasive. Online edits are inspiring the remake, then they need to take inspiration from Hercules YouTube poops too. They probably won't, because that would be a copyright nightmare. Sanctuary here now. Now we can switch the cubes. You who have sinned, repent with your tears. Only those who have cleansed their soul may move forward. Huh? Exactly. Stained choir sheet music. The original score is unrecognizable because there is a sticky blue fluid over it, someone wrote. Angel, why did you abandon us? The cathedral scares me. I want to go home. Every night there is a monster crying in the basement. Even if I sing hymns, I can hear it in my ears. It'd be better if the Archbishop was with us, but he's busy praying. Angel, please hear our prayers. Help us go home, please. remember one time going on the subreddit, and I think I'm pretty sure I did throw myself into this hole thinking I could jump, and I felt seen, though, when I saw a post saying, like, be honest, did any of you else try to jump this way? And I was like, yes. Zach Hadel throws up his mouth. Throws up in his mouth. I sometimes go on the subreddits just to see every so often. Like, sometimes I'll post something on it. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Decay goes through my weapon. Ever hear about the Duolingo owl dying? I have. I've seen it all over the place. And then I died. Good start. Oh, hey, Gianjo. What are you doing here?
Gold coin trees are said to blossom when plague stalks the land. Perhaps they've already bloomed somewhere in Krot.
Cool. Excuse me, heavens. Puppet proceeds to make loud metal and metal clanking sounds going up a ladder. Yeah. You're like a mechanical porcelain doll. With a cool robot arm. Brains in. Enemies were made with porcelain, they would die in one hit. I meant more meat. Because of like how like I just look like a human, but there's gotta be like some form of material that isn't just pure metal. Not to mention, I keep forgetting to jump. Definitely remember there's the original trailer for this game when it came out, when it was announced years ago, where everything was covered in snow, and Geppetto was dealing with something that looked a bit more animatronic, but also had a bit of a porcelain, fine china finish to it, which makes me feel like that was going to be the attention. That was going to be more the focus than going full steampunk on it. But with the release of Overture's trailers, both trailers that they just came out with, something tells me it's going to be There you go. Chances are it's probably going to have a bit more inspiration from the original trailer, just from what we've seen. Because originally Krat was supposed to be covered in snow, but things changed drastically different than what we got in the final game. But with the Overture DLC showing early days of Krat with snow all over the place, I think we wonder if they're gonna expand on their original ideas some more. Your opinion on Blue Sky's robots? I thought it was fine. See, you said Blue Sky, and I was initially confused because I thought you meant the site, but I just remembered that Blue Sky was an animation studio for like Ice Age and Rio and all that, and robots. I like robots enough. I don't know if it's my favorite movie ever, but I do like their rendition of Tom Waits' Underground. There's a down in our house. There's a down below. Ow. That one always, it goes great with edits. Took a while, but I finally saw like 2 that involved Lies of P. Because if there was ever a song and ever a game to match both of those, it's this and that. Am I out of thermite already? Damn it. Their fucking skulls in. Go. Shitty. Well, there goes all the echo. Ergo. Blue Sky, the Tillers should have their logo be a squirrel instead of a butterfly. I get where you're going with that one, but I mean, the problem being that squirrels are not usually in the sky. But you would probably find a butterfly going. I understand where you're going with that one. It's definitely better than just a blue, cloudy day that they had going for a while before they finally decided on the logo. Oh, so I have the interesting take that, like, if you find... Because everyone always leaves Twitter to go to Blue Sky, but then they come back to Twitter saying, like, Blue Sky's boring! And I'm like, I'm sorry that you need the vitriol of Twitter, and Elon Musk encouraged rhetoric. Maybe take up knitting if you need... If you find... if you have an issue with a social media site being boring. Like, I tend to just browse or whatever, and it's just fine. But, like, if you really need something, maybe take up knitting of some kind. Fire. Yeah, here. Didn't use it. I'm now out of those. Oh, camera. We'll give up. Doritos will not give up on Walmart brand nacho cheese wedges. Fair enough. Woo. That's for slapping her to death. Mind? Apparently there's a chemical in Doritos that can make mouse skin transparent. Interesting. The Archbishop is dead. Those who are still alive must flee from the dead. Only in the US because it is banned in other countries. Interesting. All the Doritos are safe. Meat. I am at Aldi. I am at Aldi. I am at Aldi. I am. Push. There was like tubs upon tubs of acid down there. Also, we take this way to go all the way up here. So that we end up this way and get ourselves treasure. Blind man's double-sided spear, blade, and handle. This is more like corn, which I assume is better than real Doritos. Probably, I don't know. Down ever so slightly. Also picking up trinkets. Ooh, Legion plug. Now we can get more Legion arms. And also we can go down here. This whole room was flooded with that blue goo. But everything seems to have stayed. Just how are the candles on? In fact, actually, either this room, there's no venting here, so the candles would eventually have been snuffed out, but I'm putting too much logic into a puzzle. But it's just funny to think of, like, there was like a whole cover here a moment ago, but no leftover of the blue slime. Jesus Christ. I like this weapon. Ooh, crowd supply box. That seems useful. Well, I just realized that the physics on the chain aren't properly weighted. Oh my god, it's so funny.
Archbishop Andreas once told me, always be true to myself.
Is it? Hello.
I'm surprised to see who's, well, alive. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Cecile, and I serve the Archbishop. I'm the only one left. Everyone's dead. From the petrification disease, or from the monsters. I didn't die. But my heart breaks more each day. Can you do me a kindness? Bring me the holy mark from the Archbishop's quarters. The Archbishop was a true saint. He was my savior. If I write his words into my heart, maybe it'll give me the strength to carry on. I can't die. But perhaps this can help me live again. Please, bring me the holy mark as quickly as you can.
Okay.
I can't die.
Before we do that, though, let's go back. Do some shopping and maybe a level up. Back to the hotel. There are a bunch of Simpson and SpongeBob videos in the related section to the stream. No idea why. That's probably, unless you don't have your watch history on, can't tell you. Usually, whatever is recommended to you is usually based off of your watch history. Crash supply box. Palladino stocks new product. Palladina stocks new product. A supply box filled with all sorts of goods. Palladina at the hotel is sure to have their to know their value. A supply box made by Krat City Hall for relief purposes. The bearing, the symbol, the herring. Hang on. The herring, the symbol of the city, is engraved on the box's seal. Sorry, I couldn't tell what that said. Then craft cryptic vessel, an encrypted storage device in the shape of a metal cylinder. Venini might be able to decode this device if you ask him. A storage device that hides secrets using encryptions were popular among the Krat upper class. Naturally, the decoding devices targeting the rest of the population were also popular, but most have been destroyed.
Welcome to...
Here you go.
This is a supply box, officially approved by the city of Krat. I shall open it and add it to the hotel shop. Many thanks, good sir. Welcome to hotel...
What do we got going on here? Put that for later.
Isn't this a cryptic vessel? Well, I would expect nothing less from you. What I mean, of course, is that this is a humble invention of mine. A cipher device. Once your information is locked in here, only you can get it out. Of course, once people realize the value of a truly unbreakable way to keep secrets, knockoffs flood the market. The trials and travails of true genius, forever copied, never credited. But I admit, even some of these knockoffs could still hold secrets. You're welcome to take a crack at, well, cracking it. Who knows? It could lead you to something truly valuable, or at least more practical. May I be of assistance? I can decipher this in moments, if you'd allow me. I admit I'm a bit rusty, but it's all starting to come back to me. Genius never sleeps and never truly abandons the truly brilliant. What? No, of course I didn't read the contents. Who has time to read anymore? But I could help you read it if you want to.
Crafted cryptic vessel decryption. Order: strike the puppet hanging from the Alchemist Bridge on Elysium Boulevard. Appendix: a message to Adelina. Dear Adelina, I've prepared a shelter for you. It's an apartment on Elysium Boulevard. You can stay there until everything settles down. I've arranged for someone to take you there. Once you get to the Alchemist Bridge on Elysium Boulevard, you're safe. The address and the key are hidden in the puppet hung from the Alchemist Bridge. Ask your escort man to strike the puppet. The shelter was supposed to be our first home, but I guess next time. To make up for what happened, I'm escorting the alchemists for a bit. We're going to St. Frangelico Cathedral and all the way to the Grand Exhibition. Maybe the mission is to bring petrification disease cures to the refugees. I'll be back as soon as it's done. I'm a bit rusty. He's a puppet. Wait. Stop. Okay. We can now craft more Legion arms. I don't really care for the mine. And Aegis shield is cool. Right? But I can never get the timing down. And the Falcon Eyes. As fun as it is to just shoot somebody from across the room, I'm just going to go with Pandemonium. As that will help us with future issues. And I have no Legion calibers, so. Let's see how this one works. Okay, that's pretty interesting. What is the worst app you've ever used? Mine is the app for Pizza Hut. It loads really slow and barely works. If we're talking function, any game that has like ads between levels, whether or not you win or lose, those are always the worst. The worst app I think I've ever dealt with was like Amino. Mostly because I just could not stand. It was basically just, you know, Reddit pocket size, and I hate how every single amino you would join had like rules against artists. So every time I posted something, I always have to say I drew this, because one time I posted a drawing I did of Sans for the Undertale amino. I just wrote the title "Hey Kiddo" because that's what Sans says. He says the funny words like that. But then somebody came in and gave me a big old lecture about reposting content that isn't yours. It's not allowed here. And it's just like, motherfucker, I drew this.
I'll use my power to...
And then I remember one time, the art amino I was in, we were like, oh, if you want, we appreciate people who join. They show off their work. But if you like want to be seen a bit on the higher parts, you gotta go through and show off the process of each post. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
I know my way around a...
Like, I was barely on there for long, but it was like, that was probably the most annoying aspect of it all. Anyway, I'm gonna beat up zombies with a big wrench. How many cords do I have? 2. Alright. 2. Artful was like one of the, you know, every artist tries to promote like a new art replacement for things, and then no one ever stays on there. Currently that's Kara, but for a while Artful was one of them. That site barely got off the ground, and it ran as slow as balls. Damn it, I wasn't done. Artful sounds like a knockoff of Drawful. I mean, a little bit. Okay. These are open. And also, major spoiler. But we don't need to go up there right away. Excuse me. It's not a funny picture of a hotel flying various LGBT flags, but one of them was the Irish flag. I think I've seen some bit about that before where it's like, ah, yes, all the LGBT representation here. Gay, bi, trans, Irish. Finally represented Chris, basically. Alright, so now we gotta go find ourselves. Ow. I'm getting shot by arrows. Ow. Thank you. Another Legion caliber. This place is cursed. It is the abyss of hell. You cannot leave. The only thing waiting for you is despair. They call it the arm of God, you arrogant ones. You have called the wrath of God. You have called the wrath of God upon yourselves. You've damned us all. That's a lot of damage. This is why the cathedral was built and remembered. Pilgrims worship. This is why the cathedral was built and remembered. Pilgrims worship the merciful angel. Holy hell. Yeah, let's go up.
can't find the way out. Monsters everywhere. I need to grab my share and leave.
Okay, well, before we go, talk to that guy. I think I might as well read some of the boss ergo we've collected. Parade leader's ergo. Ergo obtained from the parade master. It is packed with intense power. A treasure hunter may want this rare ergo. Although the entire audience disappeared in a pool of blood, the parade master was cheerful. As long as there's a king, the show must go on. Broken hero's ergo. The watchman contorted and broke from the adult's desires. However, he never forgot the children who considered him their friend. King's flame ergo. To Folko, the ordinary puppet, protecting the factory's fire was a sacred duty. As soon as he learned of the king of puppets, he bowed down to a new god. Anyway, you're probably wondering why I would do that. Talked about that when I can talk to this guy.
Oh, that's odd. I thought I was the only one with a sound mind here. Sure I don't need to introduce myself? Note these golden wings? Yes, you guessed it. You don't know who I am. Preposterous! Everyone in Krat has heard of me. Do you live under a rock? I'm Alidoro the Hound. Treasure hunter extraordinaire. Yes, it's a nickname. I ditched my real name in the past. I'm looking for other survivors of this disaster, but it's been a lonely search, and there's danger around every corner. Do you know of a place where I can take refuge? Preferably someplace clean and comfortable, you know, civilized.
Try Vanini Works.
Vanini Works? I didn't give that place much thought. That's where the puppets are being made, after all. But I heard tell of a shelter there as well. With no first-hand knowledge, I suppose I have to trust you. I have a lot of searching ahead of me, so why don't I lighten my load? Consider this an act of charity. A thank you gift. Take it.
The ergo was whispering. We're getting closer now.
Since you're so helpful, I'll give you a peek at my collection. Show me what you're worthy of. As a descendant of aristocrats, the very best families, I have a duty to the common people. I live my life fulfilling that duty. And part of that duty is ensuring these items are returned to their rightful owners. What I'm showing you is just a portion of the collection. If you come to the refuge, we'll be able to continue our confabulation. Until then, remember this hound when golden wings shine.
Interesting. Alright, so this is where we get the boss weapons, or boss amulets. So, we're just gonna go ahead and read off the boss's weapons we got here. But I'm not gonna go for any of the weapons. I will be going for all of the amulets, though. Anyway, 7-coil spring sword. A precious 7-coil spring sword that was stored in the workshop tower. Even Geppetto could not replicate this fine masterpiece. 7 numbers on 7 blades. The text that remained engraved on Eastern relic inspired the workshop technicians to make a masterpiece for this generation. Alright. Etiquette. A self-defense weapon adored by the leader of the bastards. It can be disguised as an umbrella, but it bears its tech in the moment of attack. Social dignity can be seen not only in the ballroom, but also on the battlefield. The leader of the bastards did not lose his poise on either stage. Holy Sword of the Ark. A special greatsword that was lying asleep in St. Frangelico Cathedral. It can transform between a special greatsword and a glaive. The Ark Saintus weapon was reproduced for puppet use, and it made a grand appearance at Krat events. However, its legendary holiness could not be reproduced. And then we got the Dancing Amulet. Enables dodging even with low stamina. An amulet that can be equipped on a puppet. Information and memories that are useful for movement can be imprinted on the symbol to draw out special powers. The best parade is never swayed by any obstruction. One must be prepared to make an effort to put on a magnificent show. Extreme Modification Amulet increases weapon attacks in proportion to number of fable slots. An amulet printed symbol drawn on special power. The Scrapped Watchman was an experimental piece modified to the extreme to test at how far Krot's engineering skills could go. The results was impressive, but ultimately came at a cost. And then Conquering Amulet. Upon a successful perfect guard, temporarily increases damage inflicted by weapon attack. Amulet. The puppets heads to the place where fire, electricity, and acid flow. It must not be withstood, but overcome and pass. Alright, so it's going to take this one, we're going to take that one, we're going to take this one. Alright, so yeah, if I wanted to get these weapons, I'd have to do it in a New Game Plus now.
Since you're so helpful, I'll...
Alright. Okay. Yeah, over here first before we go down. Other than these headless angels. So I'm just retweeting the post for streaming. Okay. Moving on. Ow. Dick. Hang on. Anyway. Archbishop's Diary, XXXS. Cecile's unwell again. Today, Brother Adam found her standing like one of the dead at the edge of a cliff and brought her back. If it's a mild sleepwalking, it's fine, but I'm worried it's her old blood compulsiveness again. I know about her strong beliefs better than anyone else, so it's really too bad. God will be glad with the atoned. Perhaps I should ask her for atonement for visiting the Isle of Alchemists. XXXX. I have the relic in my hand, thanks to Cecile. I won't let those bastards ruin Krot anymore. This will purify the city. Maybe it was a mistake to accept those guys from the beginning. This disaster was divine judgment. They should have been turned away all those 30 years ago. But this will be the end. Krot is a city blessed by God, and I, Andreas, will come to its rescue. The journal's badly torn. Why me? So I always think of like the context of using the phrase guys in this, like someone like an archbishop. I feel like should say maybe it was a mistake to accept those men from the beginning rather than those guys. I think about that sometimes. Archbishop's holy mark. No more poison. Archbishop's holy mark. A holy mark obtained from the Archbishop's room. It is the Archbishop's item that Cecile wanted to see in her last moments. The Archbishop was such a man of character that they called him the Saint of Krat. They say his moral influence even made murderers repent before God. Hello.
Oh, thank you. Just seeing the Archbishop's holy mark renews my spirit. It's a reminder of the quiet power of faith. I'll remember this forever, Stalker. It's a reminder of the quiet...
Okay. Now before we go back into the room, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to go back to Elysian Boulevard. Didn't mean to use that. And we are. Letter with the refugee's address. Address Elysian Boulevard, 221B. Love, Adelina. A key is enclosed. Up. just use the letter, not even the actual key. Owl Doctor's hunting apparel and quartz. We're just gonna go back to the hotel now to level up, and then we'll go through.
I'll use my power. Cool. Okay. And sing praise for a new saint has arrived. I, Saint Andreas, will consecrate this land. This is such a wild moment. Hello.
So you see this thing, he's like, oh, he turned into like a fat centipede or something. And then you just see this mask get dropped. Alright. Gonna show off his real face? No, just drop this abomination. Its gross, pointy eyes. I don't think this is the Pinocchio game anymore. Fallen Archbishop Andreas. Holy shit. Oh, who's that? Oh, there he is. What a nightmare. Say the line.
I'm the one with gate. Only I sense the presence of God.
Loving things that are this curve. And just like that. Remember when that took me like 2 hours to fight? When I first played this? Good times.
And now, the stage is set.
I'm curious what that scene sounds like in Korean, because the way how he threw his head back there, he should be cackling like a madman. They stayed very monotone. Twisted Angels, ergo.
I want to go back to the old Krat. The old me. Before the greed overtook me.
Also, welcome back, B. Cecile's written confession. Thank you for your kindness. I'm a sinner who murdered innocent people in the past. I couldn't suppress the monster in me. Only the Archbishop saved me. Of course, he was a human who makes mistakes. Even saints succumb to wealth and power. But at least I can live as myself, and that's a huge blessing. So yes, I believe that he was a saint. Now you opened the second path. Thank you for letting me live as a human, not a monster. Farewell, Cecile. I can't tell if that's her saying she's going to go back on a murderous rampage or not. I don't know. Divine service. It's slowly turning redder and redder. It must be evidence of the rose-colored love. You will whisper again soon. For God, for your beloved, divine service for any affair. Okay, before we go back. Now, recall the recall that stalker that was in front of the rail cart. Get my water.
Old to fall for a puppet's trick.
Oh, she's fine.
Insult humanity. Now pay the price.
Holy shit.
The cursed angel's wing.
So yeah, there's another stalker fight. back to Venini to see how Elidoro is going, how he's doing. You could have your honeymoon in a nostalgic critic review. Which review would you what? An oddly specific scenario. I have no idea.
He's gonna regret this when I catch up with him.
Hey, bud.
You? I didn't think we'd ever meet again. Can't say I'm happy to see you, though. Sorry, I let my frustration get the better of me. This place is crawling with hostile puppets. You must have known that, but you still sent me here. Honor and trust are everything to this hound. You've insulted me to the core. I'll never forgive you. But perhaps there's a shred of decency in you, so I'll ask again. Do you know of a safe place?
Yeah, how about Lucian Boulevard?
Nice try, but I've been there already and I know better. The puppets have already destroyed that place. Again, you spurn my trust. But even a brave soul like me cannot afford another enemy in times like these. I shall show you mercy. Perhaps it will inspire a nobler spirit in you. But beware. Do not fool me ever again.
Why are you wearing my shirt?
You tricked me with your lie. You disappoint me. But I'm no stranger to beneficence, so I shall let it pass one more time. Know that even my forgiveness has its limits. Remember, the hound's fangs crave the traitor's neck. You tricked me with your lie. But remember, it seems the hotel is the only other option.
So, the funny thing about Elidoro here, sending him to Vinny's workshop is probably the most evil thing you can do in this game. I think about a lot of who's the most evil player character when it comes to the Soul series. I have concluded that it is the Tarnished, because of not only the things, not only the quests and characters you interact with that you're capable of great evil, but also just the amount of crazy stuff you can cast as a Tarnish. And I think of like how Pinocchio here probably is the least of, he's not technically part of the Soul series, but he's an honorable mention in the sense that he's probably the least evil, corruptible character. Because sending Elidoro to his potential doom in Venini Works, that might seem like a dick move, but when you take a step back and realize you fought off against 3 stalkers prior to meeting Elidoro. Who's to say he wasn't going to try to backstab you and the people around you in Hotel Krat? You're just trying to defend yourself. Because even in the end, you aren't doing anything really all that evil. Anyway. Oh, there he is. Twisted Angel's Ergo. Gold caused even the devout saint to crumble little by little. Unable to acknowledge how corrupt he had become, he escaped into a delusion that he had been chosen by the angel.
Oh, it's you. This hotel is indeed a refuge from the dangers of the outside world. I am the Hound, a descendant of the city's most aristocratic families. Repaying debts is what we nobles do. Betrayal creates a debt that is particularly hard to pay back. But I am a man with generosity and mercy in abundance. I shall give you the honor of viewing my treasure so that you may apologize. However, you must prove your worthiness. For this legendary treasure,
The ergo of a powerful enemy shall suffice. It's up to you if you want to make the exchange. Take your time to admire it. I've certainly done likewise.
Trident of the Covenant. A ritual trident that was lying asleep in the relic of Trismegistus. It is presumed to have once belonged to a great warrior who served as an ancient king. The warrior of the sea vowed to protect the people from the cursed relic. He kept his vow even when his skin was mashed until it was green. Nameless One's Amulet. There was time when has a chance of none being consumed when using pulse cells. There was a time when even puppets were treated as heroes in Krat. This amulet is the vestige of a fireman puppet who was called a hero. Yeah, okay. That's the kind of thing I look at when I see a puppet fireman, like some weird zombie hand claw. A lot of these weapons are clearly not one-to-one to the enemies. Like, these all, like, the relics here visually show off which boss they came from, but the swords and weaponry and background, like, this is not, you did not fight Andreas to get this. Like, he wasn't holding this, the parade master wasn't holding this or that or this. The only weapon that has any one-to-one tie to the boss is the final boss. Anyway.
I've been investigating the puppet frenzy, and it looks like I need your help. First, let me show you a little something I've been working on. I call it the Ergo Wavelength Decoder. The name lacks a certain flair, but I assure you it works. If my suspicions are correct, something in the puppet's very ergo is causing their aggression. My decoder can find malicious signals within the waves, but I cannot possibly get close enough to gather the ergo wave records myself. You, on the other hand, would you? Could you? I refuse to believe the King of Puppets is truly behind this puppet rampage. It's too simple, but also a bit too much even for him. No. I suspect the ergo itself is corrupted, or at least compromised. I do so desperately want to find the cause, as I'm sure you do too, my friend. It breaks my heart to see puppets turned into murderous tools of bloodshed. I always welcome.
The cathedral. It seems nowhere is safe now. Maybe those who went there seeking refuge became monsters somehow. But the petrification disease turns you to stone, not into a monster. I'm worried about the Malum district, just below the cathedral. I wonder whether there are monsters there, too.
Listen to some more music.
A victim of the petrification disease turned into a monster. That's just tragic. Could the disease lead to puppet frenzy? No, that doesn't make sense. Remember, puppets cannot get the disease. But puppets shouldn't frenzy either. I made them to obey and protect humans, not go berserk and harm them. But the stalkers blame me. They think I worked with the alchemists to spread the disease to puppets. Oh, sad. All this resentment, with a lie at the root of it. That's why my only wish is that you stay a good boy. No resentment. No lies. The city of asked me. I had hoped for good news, but everyone's dead. How terrible. I remember the Archbishop fondly. To think he became such a monster. Even the puppet frenzy isn't as shocking as that. You think it's the water? Thinking about the city's pipes, they connect to the Malin district. Their water supply might be tainted too.
Train of thought pop. As long with this play until the end.
You know that stalker? The Hound? Is it true you brought him here? Wow, I didn't know he was still alive. Thank heavens. I haven't seen him in person, and I don't know how I'd react. How do you thank the man who saved your life? I'm so glad that someone so kind has reached safety. And speaking of safety, please take care of yourself out there. You're not the only one who's curious. Most people get around to asking where I'm from. My looks give it away, don't they? Suffice it to say, I'm from the country of the morning, beyond the ocean. But I wouldn't be much of a tour guide. All I know about it is their weapons. My family was a house of weapons specialists. It's quite a reputation to live up to. They almost took charge of planning for the grand exhibition. But that's their reputation, not mine. And they deserted me when I was little. I don't even know who they are. And my reputation is my own. I suppose my only connection to them would be weapons. So I'm an orphan, and that hardly makes me exotic in Krat. Can I help you with anything else?
Just upgrade the weapons, weapon upgrader. Also, hi, Elena. You just missed, I fought a big scary nightmare Archbishop. I'm a one-winged angel. Also, yeah, last thing I watched, actually, you know what? After we watched The Shining, Elena, I did go and rewatched his review for the miniseries. Just because I remember ever so slightly the bits from the miniseries is wow, this is what King thought over Kubrick's. And then people in rat masks. The closest is this mask that I'm wearing. Everyone else has wolf, fox, cat, rabbit. There is a weasel mask, but that's not until towards the end. But yeah, this is the closest you're going to get to anything rat related. Oh wait, hang on, I need to talk to Antonia.
Who have no
Thanks for
she doesn't say anything. Okay.
cool. Thanks for keeping.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I remember I said dad. For some reason, the Digest was empathetically written. Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's like the one thing he took away from that, which I can get, because, you know, watching The Shining finally, even before they stay at the hotel for like a month, you could already tell they're like all on edge and like ready to crack at any moment. But yeah, besides that though, there weren't a lot of scares in the miniseries by comparison. It was the bush animal CGI. It drove them crazy. Could you imagine just the CGI bushes that don't actually do anything is what caused you to go mad? All right. Moving right along. I can't believe you guys didn't think the original Shining was very scary. It terrified me the first. Listen, maybe when I was younger it probably would have gotten to me, but it's atmospheric. It's scary in some ways. I just didn't, you know, jump out of my seat is all. I didn't say it wasn't scary. I was more saying the miniseries isn't scary. Path of the Pilgrim. Follow the night. Ew, douse. Oh, yeah. What about Nosferatu? Scary or column A, column B?
Once, Krat was just a small town on the coast of little importance. Before Elysian Boulevard was built, this place literally was all there was of Krat. But when some in the city prospered, they left the old town behind. Through isolation and neglect, Krat's first incarnation became nothing but dangerous alleys and desperate slums. On the bright side, I guess, the whole city of Krat's pretty much like that now. The old town caught up with the new. It's true what they say. A receding tide sinks all boats.
Okay, this is definitely where the... You cannot use this right now. This is definitely where the entrance for the DLC is going to be. Because there's nothing in the game that lets us use this. So I feel like whatever the Overture DLC is going to set us up, we have to use this to get to it. Which kind of makes sense, because the Pilgrim pathway is kind of close to Old Krat. So it makes sense that we're going back to the past, and this is where it all starts. I can't get over the fact, though, that not just Count Olaf, but Dracula in general, if we're to go off of the Coppola movie, that Dracula's whole plan, to get his plan in motion, he needs real estate assistance. This almighty being, basically a spawn of the devil, has to buy a house in order to truly fulfill his plans. That'll never not be funny to me. Ow. My foot. Ow. My back. All could have been avoided if Thomas hadn't sold real estate. Exactly. Or maybe not sell real estate all the way across the countryside. Anyway, here's a zombie bear. They're now rune bears. Still can't get over how poor Keanu Reeves played third wheel to Gary Oldman and Mina. Yeah. Yeah, he just kind of sit back compared to how Thomas was in Nosferatu. The hour approaching to get my condo up to code. At least in Nosferatu, you really feel like the main character's like, yeah, that too. Well, that's the problem also, though, is Thomas, Nosferatu Thomas, I'm just going to call them both Thomas, but specify movies. Nosferatu Thomas, you know, eventually made his way out, versus Keanu Thomas was in perpetual torture, and just kind of secondhand, where they're like, oh yeah, he escapes now. It's like, great. Very glad he is safe. He was snack for a few months, but it's okay, he got better. Basically, he got better. Ow. Get away. I swear there was a second one. I guess that wasn't. Tomb Slums entrance. Back, you fiend. Excited for North tomorrow. Time for more Willem the Friend, but Viking edition. Are we gonna be able to watch the movie? Because tomorrow, aren't we doing D&D? I thought we agreed to swap it to Thursday, so we might have to watch it early if we want to match D&D. Which, by the way, this week probably gonna have another swap, so expect a Friday stream this week instead of Thursday. Yeah, we gotta the adventures of Maki and Sona. Gotta go fight those living vegetables. I have no idea what we're doing tomorrow. There's even treasure to be found in the collapsing shack. Find out what happened to the greedy couple. Let's go find out. Oh, well, there's a shortcut. I still kick myself over the fact that I never realized there was a shortcut here the entire time. Just toast his buns real quick. I want to invite Dick to our Pathfinder campaign. He's fun to RP with. That'd be fun, but we are, well, I don't know if that would be fair to Michael, though, since he's dealing with stuff, though. Probably would be best to stick with just 4 at this point. Makes it easier on us. Glad there are parts that give me boosts in defense, but I don't like that everything gets heavier the more I carry. Gotta remind myself to come here later. Wanted, Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Wanted, Black Rabbit Brotherhood. A criminal group of 4 stalkers charged with theft, assault, tampering with bodies, and other serious crimes. Their base is the Malum district, so be extremely careful when entering it. Okie doke. Scribbles of slum resident. Everything changed after the doctor spread the blue medicine. I buried my brother. I don't even know it was my brother. Who is this doctor? Whose blue hair is in his cane? Yeah, that's fair. Don't like some meds. I don't know anything soon. Yeah. Can only go 1 foot. I say it a lot, but like, sound device I can only think of at times like these are 1 foot in front of the other. Also, I still can't get over the fact that the chains on this aren't weighted properly, so they float even though we're slowly going down. Ew, dog. Right out. Definitely gotta improve my stamina after this. Nice little treasure that's just a buzzsaw. Hello.
Mic test 1 2 1 2. We have a schedule update for the intruder. It's time. Tonight!
Holy shit, he's dead. I should probably just come out and clarify. Did you get dinged? You didn't get dinged. Oh, this place that Marcus isn't Sona's bar. Ah, dang it.
Now, here's a safety reminder for all the malcontents of the Marlin district. A nasty puppet has invaded our territory. Be careful.
Sweepers Branch Office Newspaper Archives. Target info. Target name unknown. Affiliation Sweepers. Codename Cat. Joined the group as an apprentice stalker, but is inactive in the group. Has been reported multiple times for ignoring ranks and neglecting duty. Caught being in contact for the past year with the Fox, a bastard stalker. Under investigation for leaking inside secrets, but has not responded yet. Extra info. Fox. Target name unknown. Affiliation the Bastards. Codename Fox. As it is with the Bastards, she is assumed to have ousted from noble succession. The interesting thing is she claims that a cat is a bastard of the family, so in other words, her lost sibling. If the information above is reliable, the cat is possibly a spy from the Bastards. It's an unofficial interrogation, so there are no restrictions to the methods available. Anyway, you telling me that Sona wouldn't make a giant 50-foot centaur statue in the middle of her tavern? That's a shame. I just assumed the Dusty Cup was sort of like an irony name. Like it's supposed to sound like very quaint, but then you see this and everything is all glamorous. I should probably heal. Saying she couldn't afford it. She has a hole in the wall joined back in Pine Hollow. Fair enough. Well then it's like, if this ain't the Dusty, if that's not the Dusty Hollow, then what's that? Or Dusty Hollow, Dusty Cup. Oh hey, speaking of cat and fox.
Oh, I saw you go into the factory. But you're here. So, wait. You came out of the factory? That's a new one.
I thought you would have been burnt to a crisp. But look at you. All intact.
Brother, being too frank is rude. We should praise him for being stronger than he looks. Why not join forces? Play our cards right, and we could defeat the villains who rule this area.
They're the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. The baddies who torment the residents around here.
We heard their hideout is stuffed with treasure. And it's a good time to liberate this place as well. Pretty sweet deal, don't you think?
All you have to do is create a distraction. That's it. The rest we can handle.
So, you gonna do it?
I don't know, Argo, maybe Marcus will investigate. I love his little mouse mask. I do too. It's like I like it because it's the closest thing to like, I guess like a knight helmet. Everything else is just, you know, masquerade masks and all that. Which, like, you know, are cool, but I want to be a bit more fashion in the Souls sense. Poor thing surrounded by foxes and cats. Yeah. Marcus is gonna investigate this place and realize, wait a minute. This is not This is not the beautiful blonde we were looking for. It's a fraud. Anyway, we're gonna accept their offer.
Smart choice. Look at our smart friend, Gato.
We're no slouches in the fisticuffs department in a pinch. You lead. We'll bring up the rear and watch for hidden threats.
I like it. Let's fight on. I like it.
I don't know why that read was weird to me.
What do you think? Not bad, eh? Our new dumbass.
What'd you say? Nothing, nothing. Alright then. The way how I was like, whoa, for a split second, didn't realize you were speaking Spanish there, Elena. Don't worry. Anyway, here's a crazy lady with, I don't know, glue. Maybe the Moab district would be a perfect place for Tefis. Write that down, write that down. No, but it just reminded me of how, like, poor Crayola, I don't know if they still do this, but every time they have to specify why the Spanish word for black is on the black marker / crayon. There's like several posts of them having to clarify. It's just Spanish, don't worry. Brake cartridge. Have a taste of La Belle, the greatest wine in the world. The La Belle winery has a long history. Vintage wines starting alongside the revival of Krat. Its rosy color known as the ruby of heaven, its delicacy, matured scent and taste, its wonderful aftertaste. Even the legendary stalker enjoys La Belle. Taste the best wine chosen by the one who stood at the pinnacle. Love your big Allen wrench. I do too. It's doing a lot of damage. Like, I've gone through several bosses that have taken me hours when I first started playing this, and I'm not even super strong or anything like that. This is supposed to be a dex weapon, by the way.
Since I work like that. I got aches, you know? And I wouldn't want to cramp your style. I'll take a breather here, then catch up later.
What the heck, man? Oh, you're both just gonna stay here? Fine. I don't need you. Motivity crank.
This just in. The intruder turned out to be Geppetto's puppet. This month's protection fee will be waived for anyone who hunts it down. What a deal! Now hurry up and run, you idiot!
I love that they have a whole answering board, but it's like, who's gonna respond? Everyone's dead or a zombie. Patience on you. Quartz. Bed out. Ow. Damn it. Wonder if the group should still go up north with Mike down for the count. I think that's a good question, because our whole thing has been going for the Lich problem. I think it might be better to go a different direction for the time being. Maybe we can write, maybe not write, but we can play around the idea of Ekarot's crystallized chest thing being a issue where he's like put in perpetual solitude in a frozen state of some kind. Petrified, one might say. And then we keep him, like the town offers to keep him in exchange for, you know, taking care of whatever, and then also we move on to something else, and then we just pick up from there. Forgot about that. I like the idea, though, we continue that veggie one-shot he had in mind. Said the plot efficiency thing on Ekarot's Trust was leading them towards Wind Shelter, where they currently are. Okay. Maybe we just bury him. We just bury him, and then when the time comes where Mike's set to join, he just rises from the grave like nothing happened. Bone-cutting saw blade and handle. Do you really want to finish the veggie quest? It's so. I mean, at this point, like I'm like half serious, but I'm not sure what Zip might have as a backup plan. All right, we can go this way. Hello.
Another fine day in the city
isn't too unexpected. It seems that our fates may be interconnected. Now, do pay attention. You won't want to miss when the king of all riddles says, "Riddle me this." I stand tall and proud when I'm young and bold, but I'm short and humble once I've gotten old. What am I?
Boa constrictor who finished digesting. Can you imagine? No, it's Candle.
That's right. Did you cheat? Are you cheating? Better not be cheating. You're irritatingly good at this. Or am I? Oh, impossible. I am the king of riddles, and you are just, well, you. No offense. You're either very lucky, improbably bright, or more likely, you're cheating. But I would never level such an accusation in a culture where dueling is still an acceptable method of solving disputes. I'm the king of riddles, not the king of swordplay. You know, I wonder, perhaps it's your connection to Candle. Because the answer is, right? God, you get it, but you're not feeling violent. Huh, even better. It's as good a time as any to grant you this boon. Now, take your new key and say, "Give me some room." I can tell you're enjoying these times that we spar. I take leave of you now, but don't go too far.
They messed up a line there. Said, "Seek your treasure," or whatever. It's like, wait, hang on. Wrong caption there, guy. Batman villains are in this game. Venini is like a combo of... I should open the game first, in case I'm full. Venini, the inventor we saved yesterday, is basically a fusion of Iron Man and Batman, but Italian. So you're not too far off. Though obviously they gotta call him the king of riddles instead of just the Riddler. But it does make me wonder, is "riddle me this" a copyrighted phrase from DC Comics? I guess not. Ow!
Funny seeing them all flustered. Hey, the idiots actually.
Nice backflip. How'd you backflip 20 feet above you? I'm gonna call it, but I'll talk to you soon. Good night. Alright, Elena, you have a good night. There we go. I like to just have a random radio playing music in this. Monad Charity House Guide. Welcome to the Monad Charity House. The Monad Charity House is also known by its nickname, the Rose Estate. Originally, we were a charity organization for poor children, but today, the Monad's family sponsorship, we've become a boarding school with high-quality welfare and education curriculum. Children can get stalker, workshop technician, and alchemist education according to their aptitude and career path. To this day, about 200 graduates are from the Monad Charity House and are actively working in different fields in Kra. For more details and sponsorship, please contact the Charity House manager. You look like a donkey in this picture. Stop doodling on my picture, Romeo. I don't know why it's now suddenly randomly playing random tweets, not tweets, comments from earlier, as if Elena didn't only just head out. It could have lasted a little longer. The Legion calendar.
I thought there were no more survivors. But you're new. I do love a bit of commerce, but the bosses are really strict about who I'm allowed to sell to. Are you with the Black Rabbit Brotherhood? I like your honesty, kid. But you should know that if you're not one of us, the bosses will feed you to the monsters. If you, give me a little something, I feel like I'll remember that you belong here. How does that sound? Call it evidence of sincerity. Just show me your sincerity. Oh, I completely forgot. You must be new, eh? Go ahead and take a look. Let's keep this between us, eh?
Damn, they got a lot here. Someday, the snowflakes shining white in the night sky comfort me as I wait for you alone in the dark, waiting for a departed lover. Someday, singing of yearning far enough to reach the stars. Oh, wait, hang on. Didn't realize that painting had a description we could read from. I, Romeo, will become the greatest stalker in all of Krat. Then I'll become stronger than Romeo and become the greatest stalker in the world. Out of context, that sounds really, really bad. Alright, let's go back real quick, because we got a lot of ergo to give. Also, because we have another Trinity key, there's that Trinity door we can open in the cathedral. And there's also a little extra bonus I want to show off that we can do when it comes to our humanity. Excuse me, heavens.
You're full of surprises. A puppet that keeps changing, keeps growing. I can feel a change in your ergo. Change is never easy. Look at me. A human trapped in the shackles of the past. I wish I was back in Krat before the petrification disease. Before the disaster. Krat was a city of light. A city of joy. I wish I could go back, even just for one day.
I know my way around.
How many quartz do I have now? Two. Excuse me. Go give myself some more. Actually. Yeah, we'll play that when we get back. Perfect. Now we have 7 post cells. Alright, let's take a quick detour back to the cathedral. Let's go get the Trinity door open. This way. I like the tutorial just staying there. This fat ass just broke the door. Door open. Trust and truth of the one. The end path of the stars will lead to great eternal life. Test of the day. Even a noble cleric will curse God if he plucks out his fingernails. Kind of like the green more on this one. Ow. Hindsight, I should have just ran over to the other side. I had plenty of time. Alright, then we gotta go in front of the cathedral. Because I'm pretty sure that's where the statue is. I do have the... Yeah, okay. Excuse me, just making sure. There it is. Pray, you who are exhausted and injured. TheArgo is whispering. More humanity, hooray! Sorry, I got sidetracked thinking this was going to be somewhere different, but... it is in fact where we first met Gianjo. Okay, now we go back to the Mullen district. Actually, I'm curious. Do you say anything else here? Now that the bishop is dead.
Gold coin trees are said to blossom when plague stalks the land. Gold coin trees.
Okay, never mind.
Looking good. Who'd have thought we'd make it this far? You've got all kinds of skills. Hey, everything went smooth as silk. And you know me, I don't impress easy.
Sure, but I gotta ask. You really gonna take on the Black Rabbit Brotherhood? By yourself?
Yeah, and? What's it to you? This is such a cool intro. Forever mad we never got any of these guys' outfits. Hopefully the DLC will make up. Because I definitely want this guy's outfit. At least the mask. Or the bucket head. It's funny. Hairs, not so much. This is such a cool intro. Look at this. Liar. Amazing wallpaper right there.
Bring it on. You ain't seen nothing like my brother.
Missed. I missed every single sword.
foolishness.
This fight is tough when you have all four of them on you. Damn it.
I'll make sure to settle your power.
I tried to get through that fight as quick as possible, but in hindsight I should just take care of the siblings before trying to take on the eldest.
Hey, what's the big idea leaving us behind? Oh, I knew we shouldn't trust them. Let's get out of here and give those lousy bums the business.
Bring it on. You ain't seen nothing like my brother.
At least they don't do nearly as much damage.
Oh no! Knock him out, bro!
Come on! You played nice with the others. Don't you want to play with me, Mr. Puppet?
Get extra points for fighting fair. Survive and win. That's it. You're no bastard. You're a sweeper. Those rules are yours.
So this is Geppetto's puppet, huh? Or admit. puppet's crazy!
Damn you. You'll pay for that.
Eliminated. And that's the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. All puppets will die, also, and anyone who messes with the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Black Rabbit Brotherhood Ledger, XXXX. Sales of 10 Ergo complete. I like our old broker man because he always pays well, but when he's in a hurry, it's hard to secure the Ergo he needs. Sometimes I wonder if he devours it or something. What does he need Ergo for? Does he really eat it? No scribbling on the ledger, kid. XXXX, the alchemists are asking for more gold coin fruit. It's not easy to get, so this could be a problem. I think the hotel guys are slowly catching on to what's going on. We can physically clash with them, but that's a last resort. Our siblings' safety comes forth. Aw, how touching, bro. Shut up. XXXX, acquired 5 Ergo. I'm real close to the end of this job selling corpses. Just a bit more and I'll have enough to escape this blasted city. The proposal from the alchemists is tempting, but I'm running short on Ergo and I'm not sure about it. Think about an expedition to the barren swamp. Give me new parts if you go out of town. A dress for me, a gun and a weapon for me. This is not your journal, dumbasses. Gives you a little insight into how the Black Rabbit Brotherhood actually care about each other. Some more quartz.
Hey, check this out. Looks like you, sorta. From a certain angle. You know, if you squint. No, I'm just kidding. No, it looks exactly like you. I mean, you see it, right? With the nose and the... Right?
Portrait of a boy. Portrait of a boy. Portrait of a boy. Portrait of a boy. This month's trend, stalker masks. This month's trend, stalker mask. Why did the stalker start wearing animal masks? According to city historians, it was customary to wear animal masks in ancient Krat. It was one of the rituals to show off one's life when one fought the legendary rock titans. Believe it or not, but this legend is an inspiration to today's stalkers. It is not just for defense and fashion, but also for ranks that show off one's abilities. The link between rank and animal mask isn't clear, but mostly the powerful ones chose their preferred mask first. Perhaps this might even be newbies first to wear silly masks chosen by their seniors. In these troubled times of the petrification disease, how about refreshing your mind with an energetic stalker mask? Choose a soul animal to your liking. Various fashionable stalker masks await you. P.S. This item includes a spore filter to protect against the putrefaction disease, patented by the workshop. Hey bro, HQ is toast, so how about a black leopard mask? The workshop's toast too, so why would they make it? Good question. Burn. Just want to talk to this guy one more time.
The bosses work hard too, you know. Enjoy the black market collection.
Say anything different? I think it might say something different if I didn't bribe him, but whatever. Anyway. Up we go.
You have no idea how happy I am to see you, Mr. Stalker. Hello. It's a relief to see you. I'll get straight to the point. I found the gold coin tree. Who knew it was right beside us? But there's a problem. When I tried to pick the gold coin fruit, it resisted me. I couldn't even get close. It actually burned me. It's probably because I have the petrification disease. Pathetic, yeah. So close, yet so far. If you pick some gold coin fruit for me, I'll give you a reward. I heard the alchemists made a device capable of fully utilizing gold coin fruit. I ignored it, assuming it was just a legend. You hear all sorts of wild tales about alchemists. Now that I know gold coin fruit actually exists, though, perhaps it's all true. Interact with the Saintess statue at the Grand Exhibition. You might be able to use the other powers of the gold coin fruit. I might look urbane now, but I used to be a farmer. I'm also interested in growing trees. I heard about a vendor who sells plant alchemy boosters. They might work on this tree, too. If you come across such boosters, bring them to the tree.
What the? It's real. There they are. Gold coin fruit.
Wow. I never expected to see the gold coin tree in a place like this.
Hey, well. Oh yeah, I forgot you can just restart everything. Gold coin fruit. A rare fruit produced by the gold coin tree. If you take it to Jianzhou, he will recognize its value. This fruit that resembles gold holds miracles and is thus a precious wonder drug. However, no matter how bewitching a miracle may be, it always comes with a price. Yeah, so this introduces a mechanic where these fruit will just, it takes about 10 minutes or so to improve. Oh, by the way, we're in the hotel. What the heck? This was here the whole time? No one told me. But yeah, it's only good for trading for Jianzhou for the cube. And if I'm going to be real, a lot of the cube abilities, it's supposed to be like the wondrous physic equivalent in Elden Ring. It's not all that useful for the most part unless you're using like the Spectre summon. They're just very lackadaisy. Anyway, someday.
I'll use my power to help you.
Les flocons de neige qui brillent dans le ciel nocturne me réconfortent. Je t'attends seul dans le noir. Je t'attends depuis trop longtemps. Je peux t'entendre dans mon cœur. Un murmure de ma propre confession. Le moment de te rencontrer maintenant.
Oh, awesome.
Écoute mon cœur, où es-tu maintenant? Il s'agit d'attendre.
Portrait of a boy. Portrait of an aristocratic boy. It's a picture of a beautiful boy with a peevish expression but delicate face. Extremely vivid paintings are said to possess souls sometimes. D. Gray, the genius painter, denied all such conjectures. However, his death and the rumors about his paintings are still shrouded in a thick fog. Interesting.
You're back. The Malin district was as grim as we feared, was it not? But with the Black Rabbit Brotherhood out of the picture, we can focus elsewhere. And why not strike at the root of the problem? The King of Puppets' lair is on Rosa Isabel Street. Perhaps the puppet frenzy will come to an end if we can take down their king. Go to Antonia and get the key to Rosa Isabel Street. I already let her know you'll be coming by. I always remember these favors you've done for me. Though it pains me to send someone so precious into such peril. This portrait. I remember it fondly. I thought it was lost forever. I had no idea the Black Rabbit Brotherhood had stolen it. To think that you have brought it back to me. Forgive a foolish old man his memories. Memories of a happier time, my son. I know just where to hang it in the hotel.
Yeah, right here. Yay! You're not using it right now. Why would I need to use my own face?
The city asked me. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I remember them well. Even within the Stalkers, they were rebels. The four of them were loyal only to each other. Thanks to you, the people of the Malin district have a chance to rebuild. That is, if anyone is still left in one piece.
One piece. Where's the cat? I want to go pet the cat. I want to pet the kitty.
A great weapon called...
I wish I get the key from Antonia.
Hurry up. I heard from Geppetto. Rosa Isabel Street is ever so dangerous, I'm told. I hoped we wouldn't have to unlock the passage there. But if we want to stop this disaster once and for all, I fear we've no choice. Geppetto and I care about you very much, you know. Stay safe. For both of us. I feel like my time is slowly coming to an end. However, it's a nice feeling to know that someone waits for you. That someone cares. Please take care out there. If you came from the Marlem district, you probably saw the gold coin tree. I knew the tree was at the hotel, of course. I'm not the only one. The alchemists showed great interest in its fruit. I heard it's optimized to respond to ergo, but that's not the important part. The Krat disaster caused the alchemists to fight amongst themselves. Many people died or went missing. That's the real tragedy of the Rose Estate. I stopped cooperating with the alchemists. Protecting the hotel was too important. I sealed away the gold coin tree, so no one would fight over it. I had no idea the Black Rabbit Brotherhood was stealing from it. The hotel is Krat's last place of refuge. I am obligated to protect it. I'm going to protect you and the people inside until the day I die. If you were in my position, you'd do the same, I'm sure. People have thanks for keeping.
Okay. Just check.
Welcome to
more spots. We're gonna wrap up after this.
House of Vanini.
At the House of Vanini.
I always welcome.
I know my way around.
Guess I'll just check with Gianjo if he has anything new to say, and then afterwards we'll move on. So where is this stupid cat? Want to pet the kitty?
Stalker, please. If you pick some gold coin fruit for me, I'll give you a reward.
You see, it's all just... See, it's like temporary restores, HP, we already have one. Increase maximum stamina over a set period of time. Temporary restores Legion, increased Fable charges, amount... These are all fine. Explodes when Spectre is hit. Reduces Spectre... Yeah, but then there's like just the Spectre... Spectre has fire attacks, electrical attack. What about my attacks? But, yeah, see, half of them, like, not even half of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest are all for the Spectre, and the setup for this takes forever, so there's no real use in trying to use them. So it's very bleh. Okay, anyway, I gotta pee, so I'm gonna wrap up. So, like I said earlier, we're not gonna have a stream tomorrow because D&D swapped this week. So, no stream tomorrow. We'll have a bonus stream Friday. Okay. So yeah, Friday we're gonna head on down to Rosa Isabel Street. So until then, that's gonna be a stream. Thank you to everybody who stopped by to watch. I will see you Friday. Bye bye.